Hi, this is Steven. And yes, my name is actually Steven and it's spelled, with the PH. I guess it's pretty obvious that I am doing this in a reaction of sorts to Stephen George quitting doing the daily vlog. But the fact that he has built up a career out of sharing his life and building up a community is is really impressive and inspiring, and it's really something that I've always wanted to try doing, but I always get in my head and I just maybe I don't have the motivation to just do it, and so that's really been my block for nearly 2 decades at this point, I suppose. I've been on YouTube for over 15 years. I can't imagine having made a video every day for 15 years. And so, all credit where credit is due. It is a huge accomplishment what he did. And I don't have any illusions that that's something that I would or be able to do. But again, I guess you never know until you start, and you have to take that first step. And I made yesterday's video in such a rush that I didn't properly introduce myself. My name is Steven Staver, and I am, oh gosh, 36. So I'm about the same age as the other Steven. I should really stop calling him the other Steven because I am Steven. But I know that there's going to be a handful of people watching this video who came from my comment on his video. When I uploaded yesterday's video, my girlfriend Ellie, she was like, "Oh wow, this video is very washed out." And I was like, "Yeah, this is like the surface of the sun." I don't think I minded too much because while it was kind of a joke, it's also you need to take that first step. So sometimes taking that first step is important no matter the quality, because if you worry so much about, oh, I need to get the editing perfect, I need to get, all the fancy graphics. If you worry too much about that, then you're going to get overwhelmed. You're going to not want to do anything, and you're just going to stop. And oftentimes you're going to stop before you even begin. If anything, I want to prove to myself I don't have to get bogged down by my mental blocks. I don't need to worry about being super polished. I can just try to be myself and express myself and see how it goes. And I wrote down a whole bunch of my thoughts and feelings yesterday. I feel like it's hard for me to speak off the cuff spontaneously, but at the same time I wouldn't want to be just reading off of my notes because I feel like that would probably come off as disingenuous. So if there's a little bit of scatteredness, I try to edit that later, because I am actually an editor. I do audio and video editing, but it's definitely easier to edit other people's stuff than it is to edit my own stuff. I remember early YouTube where it was easy to just point a camera at yourself and, do random lip sync videos, and I had a lot of attention from just doing random crazy lip sync videos. They were a lot of fun, but especially with the crackdown on content ID and copyright, it was definitely harder to do music video stuff when everything would get instantly blocked in different countries or claimed by companies. And that's I understand it's important to have people be able to protect the things that they create. So I totally understand that, and I don't have any animosity towards it. There is one thing though. There's one thing that is fairly recent that is on my mind that really frustrated me. But I did a Let's Play for What Remains of Edith Finch when it came out. Amazing game. Just masterpiece. There's one scene in the game, the baby in the bathtub scene, and it has certain music playing in the background, and it's like Waltz of the Flowers from the Nutcracker, and it's public domain. It's a public domain song, but there's a difference between public domain song and the performance of a song. So the performance can still be under copyright. And so some company, I guess, had the copyright for this performance and took down my video. Not just, wanting to mute the song, they totally disabled the video, and I couldn't counterclaim because YouTube kept on saying, "Oh no, we don't think you have a valid reason to counterclaim." It frustrated me so much. So what I ended up doing was, because I couldn't find my original footage, so I had to download a low resolution preview version of the video, and then I did my best to mute where the music was playing, and I used March of the Flowers from YouTube's library, the library that YouTube says this is totally okay music to use. So I used that, and I just overlaid that over the thing. So maybe a little bit you can hear the original music in the background, but it's hopefully drowned out by like the royalty-free version of the song. And so far I haven't had any trouble with that. So, but still, it burns me so much that no matter what I did, I couldn't contact the company. I tried to email the address that was on the claim, but it gave a bounce back because like, oh, this person no longer works at this company. Oh boy, let me tell you, anybody who says that, dealing with YouTube is a nightmare, they are not exaggerating. YouTube is a nightmare to deal with unless you are a top super duper content creator, and even then, but there's only one Mr. Beast. I am rambling, but that's what I do sometimes. So anyway, this is me trying to make sure I do day 2 of my vlog, and we'll see where it goes. I want to thank everybody who has left comments on the first video, everybody who subscribed, everybody who has sent me encouragement. I really appreciate it. So I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I thank you for watching, and talk to you tomorrow.